Hello, guys. Welcome once again to Benghazi TV right here on YouTube. It's been a while. I came through with something for you, but hey, once you have the Black Stars getting ready for the crucial qualifiers in the AFCON this time around. Previously, it was the World Cup when we met somewhere in March or April thereabout, but now it is AFCON qualifiers. Gonna play against two nations. We have Angola first of all, and after that, we'll be taking on Niger. So these are the qualifiers for the Ghana team. So we are looking ahead to the coach of the Black Stars team, Otto Addo, releasing his Black Stars squad for these qualifiers. And today being 22nd of the month of August, I understand that indeed the coach submitted his final roster or squad to the GFA around the 20th or 19th of this month. So the squad already is with the GFA. Preparations have been made to bring these players in for those crucial qualifiers for the Black Stars. Tell you what, some of us are picking up signals of who will be in the squad and who possibly will miss out on the Black Stars squad for this qualifier. Recall, the last time the Black Stars met for those qualifiers in Kumasi against Mali and then CAR, some players were in action for the Black Stars team. We understand there will be some changes, possible changes in the Black Stars roster, but not too many players, not too many changes in the squad, even though, yes, some changes will be made according to our sources within the Black Stars team. Now, I'll give you a few names. It was expected that a player like Majid Ashimeru will get a recall into the team because he's fully fit now back from injury and has begun playing for his team Anderlecht in the Belgian Pro League. But news are picking up today, going to several reports that we have seen on social media, looks as though Majid Ashimeru will not make the roster for the Black Star squad. That is what we are picking up, that Majid, even though he is now fully fit and playing, in fact, has scored a goal for his team in the 2 or 3 games played so far in Belgium, but he's not part of the Black Stars squad. We're also hearing that there will be no local player. When I say local player, I mean players who play in the Ghana Premier League. You know the league is on a break as we speak. It's been off for some months now. So we are picking up signals. The coach, perhaps, Otto Addo, may have left out any local player because, I mean, you recall the last time it was just one player. It was just Frederick Asari, of course, for the goalkeeper who was called up for the game against Mali and also in our game against Sierra. We understand he may not be part of the Black Stars squad this time around. So no local player we are hearing will be in the Black Stars squad for these 2 games against Angola and Niger for the qualifiers in Africa. One name I'm sure you know will not be part of this Black Stars, obviously, is Captain Ayew. Now, when he was left out earlier in the qualifiers for the World Cup, there were reports because he was active and playing. The questions were why he was left out. The coach came out to explain why he was leaving him out and all of that. Now, it's becoming more clear that Ayew perhaps, using my words very carefully, perhaps his time in the Black Stars is over because Andre is now clubless. He's not attached to any football club. So it looks as though it makes it then easy for the coach Otto Addo to now leave him out of the Black Stars squad. So even when he was with Le Havre and was playing very, very well, he was left out. Now that he's clubless, it's obvious he will be part of the team when they play in the next games. Next month, that's the 5th. Is it 5th? 5th, yes, 5th in Ghana. And of course, I'm 5 days' time away. They go and play. I'm told Benin will be held, however, in Benin. Niger will play in Benin. That's where they will play their qualifiers against Ghana. So that's what I'm picking up. So let's try and give you the possible roster. The last time, the Black Stars assembled and had a qualifying fixture, let me run by you the players who were in there for the Black Stars team. And we'll compare it to what possibly could be a change. You recall the last time around, obviously, goalkeepers, we had Lawrence Atizigi. He was the one kept goal for Ghana. His name was ever present. And he's inactive as well for his team, Sangala, in the Swiss Super League and also the Conference League. He's ever present so far in all the games out there for his team. So, for sure, Atizigi Lawrence will be key and will be in the squad for sure in the qualifiers this time around. So, his name, we are told clearly, no whatsoever, no comes. Atizigi will be in the Black Star squad for this particular fixture for Team Ghana. You recall also Jojo Wallacott was in Kumasi as well and also in Mali for those games. Wallacott, again, I'm picking up signals, we're part of this Black Stars team. For the third goalkeeper is what we are not too sure because of the possible absence of Frederick Asari of protocol. If he is not going to be there, who will end up call up into the team? We are not too sure of that yet. Defenders. The last time around, it was the likes of Tariq Lamptey, who was present at right back together with Seydou Alidu in the roster for the Black Stars. You recall when the EPL began last weekend, Tariq was absent for Brighton and Hove Albion. He was injured. Even though I understand he is now back to fitness and has begun training with his team, not too sure though if Brighton will release him to join the Black Star squad. But he was present, and if he is fully fit, Tariq would be available for the team. Although Dennis missed out in the games against Mali and also CAR because then he was having issues and so the coaches left him out. He's been playing for his club in Belgium, was even sent off last weekend for his team against one of the big sides out. I think it was against Genk or so. He was sent off. He's now fully available and playing. So maybe the coaches will look at getting Odoi in if Lamte is not available for our game this time around. And of course, I said Alidu, ever present, the GOAT, as we call him, is available for this game. Left back, Gideon Mensah, as always, is pretty much like now the favorite player for that slot since Baba Rahman, went off the scene. Gideon Mensah obviously will be in there, but who will be called at 12 to join him on that left, we are not too sure yet. There are several options the coach can look at and get in there, but for now, we are not too sure who will join Gideon for the left back position in the Black Stars team. Central defense, clearly, I think we have issues in those areas and we need to be addressing them. If you look at our last few games against CAR, against Mali, there were some clear gaps in defending in the central areas. Salisu, Mohammed, Jerome Opoku, Alex Jiku, and all those guys who have been present in those roles for Ghana seem to not be getting something right in the central defensive area. So they need to be looking at them because they are exposed to the defense and the goalkeepers very often when they are in action for Ghana. So for sure, Jiku is available playing for Fenerbahce with Jose Mourinho as his coach now. He is available, he is fit. Yeah, I'm sure he'll be called up into the Black Stars team. Same for Salisu playing for Monaco and doing very, very well for Monaco. He will be in as well. Opoku playing well for his team in Turkey, regular as well for Turkey, the Turkey side. So he will be in there. Now, Ayew is now back from injury with Celta Vigo, but not too sure if it's a bit too early for the coach to want to call him back into the Black Stars team. He's been out for almost 1 year. You recall he got injured in the Black Stars game, friendly game. Got injured, he had to go back to his club, Celta Vigo. He's been out for almost 1 year, but now he's fit and available for Celta Vigo. I'm not too sure if the club will release him this early to join the Black Stars team once again. So Ayew, not too sure about him. I'm also not too sure about the defender Amate as well. I haven't seen him in action that much for his team in Turkey. So I'm not too sure if Amate will also be available for our game as well this weekend. Midfield, there's a bit of a conundrum that the coaches must solve. The form of Salis Summit is of a big concern now. Can you imagine? Salis is now training with a reserve team of a team that's indeed in France, Lens. How did this happen? 2 years ago, he was about the most talked about midfielder in the French Ligue 1, played for Ghana at the World Cup, at the Nations Cup, but seems to have dipped with his form so much that the coach at Lens is not even considering him for his first team. And it's now part of the reserve team and even considering selling him after the football club. So not too sure if Otto Addo also want to trust Salis, but we'll see. He's one of our sure bets though, so Salis might make it, but not too sure about his form. Then, of course, you have Thomas Partey, present and available now from his injury issues, now playing very regular for Arsenal. We saw him in the first game for the Gunners, was present, was supreme, and again, Partey likely will lead the Black Stars in these 2 games for Ghana. Now, Majid Shimeru, we thought was going to be drafted into the team, but picking up signals, Majid may not make the squad. So if he is not making it, the central midfield areas, who will join Partey? Salis. Will it be a case of the coaches going back to the likes of Baba Idrisu, Edmond Addo, and those likes, which of course, I'm sure Ghanaians will not be very happy with these names. Edmond Addo barely plays for his club. Same for, Baba Idrisu. So we don't know. Let's see how things pan out with that particular one with the midfield. On the wings, that's why Ghana has got a lot of key players. Mohamed Kudus clearly will be in the squad for Ghana. Regular at West Ham, Kudus will be in for Ghana. Kamal Dean, Suleiman's team, Southampton are back in the EPL, but Kamal Dean is injured. They didn't play in the first game for the team back in the EPL, so he may not be available. But Fatau Shahaku is in good form for Leicester City in the Premier League. He had an assist in their first game against Hotspur. So Fatau Shahaku will be available for Ghana. The players who are also based in the States, Joseph Painsil has been supreme for his club. That's the LA Galaxy side in the MLS. So for sure, Painsil, I'm sure, will be making a return to the Black Stars team. He was injured in the last call-up, so he didn't turn up, but he's fully fit, and I'm sure Painsil will make it to the roster. Same for Osman Bukari, also now in the MLS, playing for Texas. So Osman, I'm sure, will be available also for Ghana for this roster to join the team. The last time I had the likes of Brendan Thomas Asante, then he was playing for West Brom. Now with Coventry, will the coach call him back or not? We will wait and see if Thomas Asante, Brendan, will again join the Black Stars team for these qualifiers. So these are mostly the wingers who we are sure the coach will look at. But don't forget there's Jordan Ayew as well. He had a hat trick in his last game for the Black Stars against CAR in Kumasi. Jordan is now, we are picking up signals, is leaving Crystal Palace for Leicester, still in the Premier League. So once the move is done and is sealed, I'm sure Jordan Ayew will join the Black Stars team for the qualifiers here in Ghana and also against Niger in Benin. Then also Africa. Osman Bukari is now in the MLS. In fact, the duo of Osman Bukari and Joseph Painsil are two players you need to look out for. They are going to make returns. Painsil was missing in the previous games because he had issues with injuries. He was missing out. But with his form in the MLS, Joe Painsil obviously will make a return together with Ibrahim Osman, who also will make a return as well. Now, don't forget, Ibrahim Osman is now with Feyenoord. A player of Brighton, though, but has been loaned out to Feyenoord in the next Eredivisie. So Osman will be in there for Ghana. Not forgetting about Usman Bukari, also now in the MLS. Bukari as well will be in the roster or the squad for Ghana for this qualifier. So that's a crucial area to look out for in midfield and a bit of the attackers on the wings. Front men is always key. Ayew Jordan will be on his way to Leicester City as we speak. A deal is now being done for Leicester from Crystal Palace. So Jordan Ayew will make a move. He scored 3 goals in the last game in Kumasi against the opponent CAR, and against Angola, he will be a crucial player for Ghana. So let's see how things will go for him. He will be part of the team, obviously. Talking about Jordan Ayew. Semenya Antoine is in some great form out there for Bournemouth in the Premier League. Scored in his first game over the weekend against Nottingham Forest. So Antoine Semenya will be in there for Ghana. Inaki Williams also is ever present for Bilbao. His brother is grabbing all the headlines, but I'm sure Inaki wants to make a case for himself when he joins the Black Stars team as well for these qualifiers. Crucial games are going to be for Ghana in the qualifier. So with these names, they're going to be regulars. We are, however, expecting possibly a few new additions that the coach may end up adding to the roster we have for the Black Stars team. I will wait and see in the coming days, if not hours, the coach will release a full Black Stars squad and we'll see the players who are in there. But I'm sure the names are giving you, most of these boys will be in there for the Black Stars for our crucial qualifiers for FCON against Angola and also Niger. That should be it today. Thanks, guys. We'll see you in just a jiffy.